Brian Cosheril is the Head of Engineering at backup power solutions provider YorPower. We joined Brian to reflect on his extensive career in the generator industry, the current skills shortage, and YorPower's commitment to customer relationships. Tell us about your career history and your role at YorPower.
My name is Brian Cosheril. I am Head of Engineering at YorPower. I have been in the generator industry for many years. I started for a company called Daily Electrics of Great Britain in 1974, so if you've got a calculator you can work out how long ago that is. I eventually ended up at Dales as a senior test engineer, which was brilliant because then we had to understand and learn drawings, understand how engines were, because when they came into the factory they weren't always like you see them nowadays. You know, we had to set the governors up if there was synchronizing. There was numerous components, even with the load share lines. It was so, I don't know how to explain it. It seemed more technical, but you give you a very, very good basic understanding how everything worked. It was unbelievable. From there, I worked for a few other generator manufacturers, and mainly now on the service side. It was my role to go and oversee all the service managers, and what also that was a brilliant part of it, of a learning progress, was how to run a business. They were excellent at that, because being an engineer doesn't make you a business person. So I learned the importance of cash flows and things like that. So that was a great enhancement to my skill set, really. One of my roles now is doing training programs, because we feel at the moment is the lack of it. So I have now produced electrical programs on the PowerPoint presentation, but we also do it hands-on. So there's no point just having a PowerPoint presentation to be sat there. They have to get the hands on. So each of the PowerPoint presentations is basically hands on. Let's learn, do what we've actually been teaching, so you can start sinking in.
What is your approach to training at YorPower?
If I don't keep up to what's happening technology-wise, I'm going to get left behind. So I personally like to know what's going on. And even with the control systems, there's so many on the market now. And as a service company, we deal not just with the deep seas, the Comacs, the dives. Occasionally we come across some Italian controllers, which we've never even heard of. But that is life. This is how we do it. Most of the courses, I would say, are designed around the electrical. Because a lot of mechanics are frightened of electrical, and with it being power generation, we work with electrics. I know you say you have to work dead, but sometimes you haven't got that facility to work dead. So we train them how to do it sensibly and carefully, right? So obviously nobody gets injured, because it's important that all our engineers stay safe.
How are you tackling the current industry skills shortage?
Well, when we look around, we keep looking around all over to see if we can get the best people to come and work for us. But I think with every industry, not just the generator industry, there is a massive skill shortage. Whether it's a bricklayer, an electrical engineer, a generator engineer, it's very difficult at the moment with all the courses that are out there. We can't find one that's specific for generators. So we tend to have our apprentices on electrical courses or mechanical courses. My apprenticeship was 5 years. Now I'm seeing some of these courses and they're taking 2 years, maybe 3 years. Rather than just have them sat there looking at a screen and talking to them, as I mentioned before, they must have hands-on experience, and it's there all the time for them. So, my door's always open. If they feel as though they want some extra, or can I go through it again, I'll do it with them. Because we are fortunate as a company, we can even do one-to-one. If there's one engineer who specifically wants some training on something, I will do it. I will produce something, and I'll sit down with them and we'll go through it, and we'll do everything. Because we've got so many generators in the yard as well, we can utilise the generators in our yard. So I'm not on a customer site where you can't do everything, especially with the changeover panels and the mains. So I can't drop a power to a hospital or a bank, but I can do it in a training environment.
How does YorPower view its customers and the importance of long-term relationships?
One of the things I always say to the clients is, my number's available. It's not just the call-out numbers, they can ring me. This is how you build a relationship up. To me, this is a people business. It's not, because I've sold you something, I'm not walking away. Yes, we'll service it, we'll look after you. And to be fair, they don't want to see me. If they don't see me, it's working. What I think makes YorPower one of the best companies in this country is how quick we respond. It's important because if you've got a generator breakdown, there's trouble. You've got no power. It could be a big business losing millions of pounds an hour, like a data centre. It could be a farmer who can't do his milking, or it could be somebody's in a house because they're everywhere. So again, we've got a problem, we respond quickly. And it's nice when people turn around to you and say, this ring and say, you are my fourth emergency service. That is probably why I love your job. And people say, why haven't I retired? Because I don't want to do wallpaper at home. I just like getting out, meeting people, and there is a vast amount of satisfaction when you go there and you fix it for them and you say, and the relief on their faces when it's up and running again. It's our CEO, Tony, and our MD, Steve, really, really approachable people to work for. This is why I really enjoy working for this company, and I won't go anywhere else. I've been offered many jobs before. I've been offered directorship to go and work for them, but no, I'm stopping here with YorPower until I actually do decide I'm going now.